Next on deck with Tim Black.
Look,
RFK Jr. is a nut.
The fact, okay, so that's different than what you just said. You just said he doesn't possess the requisite managerial experience, but
I like the way he said nut, though. That was hard. That went hard, didn't it? RFK Jr. is a nut. RFK Jr. And Scott Jennings of CNN making a good point.
Being intellectually honest, there's really no good reason why Bobby Kennedy, RFK Jr., should be HHS Secretary. An advisor, a confidant, somebody who talks to the president and advises, but there's no managerial experience in his resume. There's nothing that says he is qualified to do.
Hey, check this out, guys. Who the hell are you? Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't see your primary. When'd you run for office? Chuckles. Yeah, when did Jeff Duncan run for office? Because he just said something like he gets to choose people. Yeah, you didn't win an election. You didn't win a popular vote. You, sir, did not get a mandate. So your opinion about who should be chosen and who should be a consultant and who should head an organization, it ain't up to you. You don't get a vote, goofy. So, like, I'm trying to figure out, I know you're a commentator. So am I. That's all you are. It's a commentator. You're just talking. You're giving your idea, your commentary. Here's my commentary. Shut up. You're biased. You're biased. All presidents pick people. I don't even know who Biden chose. You're only talking smack because you don't like RFK Jr. And because you know who RFK Jr. is. Biden's person probably wasn't qualified. We don't know his ass. But you were quiet because he was a Democrat. And you didn't know him. And people told you, and if you had talked, they would have told you, shut up. This is a prime example of what I'm talking about, guys. Here it is. Here it is. It's just bias. It's hypocrisy. No consistency. And it seems a bit arrogant. Oh, there's no reason why he should be, he should be a consultant. He should be this. Really? I didn't know you get to choose. Who died and gave you a primary? Who died and made you a nominee? Who died and made you president-elect? Oh, that's right, they didn't.
Who talks to the president and advises, but there's no managerial experience in his resume. There's nothing that says he is qualified to do this job that is in charge of the health of all of us, all these different lanes. If he has views and has insights around food sources, around vaccines, then those should be given in advisory roles.
Why?
Because
what were the qualifications of the previous ones?
Well, I think it's important to always remember that you put yourself. Say that again?
What were the management qualifications? I mean, Xavier Becerra.
I'm not talking about the previous. I'm looking forward.
Yeah, you were quiet last time, Chuckles. Get him, Scott. He was quiet. Now, I don't know. I wasn't even following. No one gives a... Are there 10 people watching this right now? Do I have 10 people watching this? Because that's about as many people that watched the confirmation hearings for Biden's administration. You know what I'm saying? No one cared. The Biden administration was a snooze fest. He picked a black woman over here, a black guy over here. Give me some Hispanics. You got the LGBTQ people. Consider, man, if you don't join my administration, you ain't LGBTQ. Who cares? Who cares? It's the same bureaucracy. It's the same old ball of wax. That's the whole point, guys. That's the whole point. If Biden would have went and got people that were controversial, people that already had a name, people that the other side didn't like, you'd have heard noise. He went and got the same old round pegs are going around hole. Trump is doing something different. I want to see how it goes. You can always fire him. And unlike Biden, Trump will fire people.
But you're calling into question whether he could actually do this job, and I think it's
absolutely. I think America is now, and I think
it's important to discuss it because Xavier Becerra was just a lawyer and a politician with no management experience.
So does two negatives, two wrongs make a right?
Sylvia Burwell was a Walmart lobbyist. Donna Shalala was a university person. Look,
RFK Jr. is a nut.
Okay, so that's different than what you just said. You just said he doesn't possess the requisite managerial experience. But
I like the way he said nut, though. That was hard. That went hard, didn't it? RFK Jr. is a nut. He's a nut. Okay. I don't know that. I don't know. You probably wouldn't tell him that to his face. With all that extra neck meat you got going on. He'll hit you in the throat and shatter your spine. But okay, let's say you're right. Let's say he is the nut. Guess what'll happen? He won't get confirmed. And if he does get confirmed, if he does nutty things that embarrasses Trump, his ass will get fired. Because Trump fires people. That's the beauty of Trump. I'm not saying, hey, look, I'm not saying I agree with his appointments. I like the fact that RFK cares about health. Haven't heard anybody else be passionate about our food in a long time. I know Michelle Obama was talking like, we need to keep, these obese kids need to run their fat asses around the block and do some sit-ups. That's not the same thing. She was not willing to challenge what was in the fucking food. Okay? So let's be clear here, guys. I'm not an RFK guy, but you know I respect him talking about shit that matters. He's talking about immunizations. I got kids. I love my babies. Hey, Naomi, how you doing, baby? Hey, Nadia. Hey, Nadia. Naughty. Hey, Lala, Naylani. Those are my babies, and I care very much for them. And I want them to be safe, and I want what's best for them, and I will fight for that to happen. And why are you calling my goddamn phone? This is very important to me. You understand what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, folks, RFK Jr. is fighting for things that matter. He's talking about food and immunization records. When did you hear Joe Biden's people talk about that? They didn't. So whether you agree with RFK or not, he's on the right road because these things matter. These things touch lives. This guy's a hack. This guy, Jeff Duncan, F him. He's not fighting for us. He's not fighting to make sure that we have better people in office and government. He's just there to shit on who Trump picked. Because that's his job. He's got a screw in his back to turn the knob in his back and then send him out there and go get him. Get Trump, get Trump, get Trump, get Trump. Bad Trump, bad Trump. Orange man bad, evil Hitler. Meanwhile, RFK Jr. cares about the things I care about. He cares about our kids, he cares about our food. And you know what? I'm glad to see somebody passionate about that. Now, he do some shit crazy like, outlaw chicken wings, ban hot sauce, we gonna have problems. But unless he bans Texas Pete or oxtails, unless he bans something I like, he's all right with me. And you're going to give him a shot. You're going to shut up and you're going to get a guy shot. Because you ain't got a choice. Goofy, that's how it works. You were quiet when Biden brought in the C team. Biden had the Bad News Bears out there playing. You didn't say shit. So shh. Be consistent.
That's different than what you just said. You just said he doesn't possess the requisite managerial experience, but then we get to the real issue. Okay, so that's different than what you just said. You just said a person. Look,
RFK Jr. is a nut.
Okay, so that's different than what you just said. You just said he doesn't possess the requisite managerial experience, but then we get to the real issue here, which is you want to insult the man, which is your right to do because you opposed him in the election. But you, Doctor, are raising the issues that he has been raising, and I think they're appropriate questions to raise. I don't know whether he can be confirmed or not. The vaccine stuff at the table is obviously going to be the flashpoint of this hearing. Mm-hmm. But I'll tell you one thing. This whole issue of the CDC and these public health agencies, Look, public trust in the health regime in this country is as low as it's ever been.
But why?
It's because of COVID.
Right.
Because of school closures. Because of mask mandates. Because this country was let me just finish. Because this country was drugged through a bunch of condescending and heavy-handed mandates that all turned out to be garbage, and that's why it's low. And the questions are valid.
And RFK is the answer to all of that.
Yeah, but RFK helped promote the assault on the CDC that lowered the disinformation that led to
CDC led
more
to
than
its
a
own
million
demise.
deaths, Scott. More than 1 million deaths in the United States, higher than any other industrialized nation per capita. That's the result of failed policies and the demonization of the conspiracy theories.
Whose policies?
All right,
under the Trump administration.
John, let me let.
Yeah. That guy did a lot of smiling. John Alvin did a lot of smiling, didn't have much to say except, oh, come on. Oh, come on. There's nothing wrong with the CDC. Nothing wrong with the CDC. The CDC is great. See my point here, guys? That makes sense. See what I'm trying to say? Look, I'm not saying that, I haven't done any fact checking on all these people to find out, well, are they prerequisites? Are they in order? We'll put them in triplicate and do a reverse lookup and social engineer. We got to reverse engineer everything and verify and, quadruple check and run the analytics on the pervasive, super stand it up and, see if the trajectory of the, I don't know. I don't know if they got A's or D's. Okay, I don't know if some of them must roll the slow bus, water protective gear in class. I don't know. But I know this, guys. If they suck, Trump will kick them out. And unlike Biden, Trump ain't into a bunch of butt kissing. Now, he'll sell something. Yeah, I think he put Betsy Lavallee in because of money. I think that's what that was. He put her in because of money. She had money. She's like, here goes $100 million. He's like, come on in, Beck. Come on, Betsy. Sure. Right here. Right here, Betsy. I don't even know if Betsy could write or read, but she had money. All right, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section about this one. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy.